Hey guys, it's Nero with Shinigami Shop. Today is going to be a question and answer. It's going to be a short one, but it's going to be the first of many. I'm Nero. I'm with Shinigami Shop. I do 3D modeling for the development team. And here's Panda with me, and also Dylan Nemesis. He's the founder of Shinigami Shop, and Panda is, well, it's kind of a mixed situation. Um, So yeah, we can get down to the basics pretty much. We've got other members that are supposed to be here, but currently are busy with, well, real life, personal stuff. So yeah, we can kick it off with questions whenever.
Uh, my name's Panda. Um, like you said, I'm mixed situation. So the first question we got from some people is, how is the AI system going to work? What are the goals for that?
AI system. Well, besides the standard AI system that most mainstream MMOs see, which would be quest givers, like standard vendors, traders, and shops and such like that. Um, To be honest, I personally haven't tackled this issue. I know maybe you and Dylan have
Yeah,
together.
Well, the way that I was thinking of doing it, and I'm pretty sure we talked about this earlier, was there would be, the standard AI, but there would also be wanderers, like just AI that would walk around and they'd look like other players, but you'd somewhat be able to tell that they weren't just by the mundane tasks that they're doing. And basically mercenaries that would attack monsters randomly and well, like I said, you'd be able to tell that they're AI, but at the same time, not unless you're looking closely.
Say so just to add to like the backdrop and such.
Yeah.
yeah. We also have some people working on some backstories for the NPCs. You know, how they got in the game, how they're feeling, what their past life was, stuff like that. Um, it's going to be very emotional usually, and some are going to be very like happy, like I'm so happy I'm glad in this game, so much better than real life, stuff like that. So it's going to feel like you're not just protecting yourself and the other players, but you're also protecting the NPCs, even though they have no emotion, no real emotion.
NPCs
Yeah.
are also permanently dead.
Yeah,
So little Susie, who's playing with her teddy bear and gets her head ripped off by a giant praying mantis, yeah, she's not coming back.
that's very graphic, thank you.
Like I
Yeah,
said,
we
this is
needed that info. Also, do note everybody that sees this video, this isn't solid info. It's pretty solid for now. It is a stasis kind of mode, but this is a community input game. So whatever you want to put forward to us, give us your ideas. Listen to what we're saying, and then if you want to write in the comment section below, um, give us your input on it, and we'll take it into consideration when implementing it into the system.
Yeah. Uh, are we ready to move on to the next question?
Yeah, I think that's pretty
I
much
think so.
tackled that one.
Okay. The next question is about the housing. How's it going to work? We've explained it a little bit. Um, you know, basic housing. You can buy a house from, say, like a bank or something, and sell it back to the bank, and it'll go back into the economy. But they really want to know what's the benefit of having a house. And we were actually just discussing this earlier.
No, we were. So besides the actual, um, again, going back to the mainstream of MMOs, there is a lot of role players, as many of you guys out there watching this would know. Uh, so the idea of having your own home, you could role play with people. Maybe if you're married or something like that, you could use it for a point of contact with the other person. Um, the other benefit that we were talking about or discussing was to do with the pretty much an inn, a place where you can sleep, your own place. You can go further into that if you want, Panda.
Yeah, instead of logging out like a normal game and your character's, gone from the server for that short time you're logged out, we were actually thinking about having your character uh, stay on the server, and say if you logged out in a field and you got killed, then you got killed. I mean, I'm sure there'll be ways to resurrect your character,
To
but
revive. Yeah, that's pretty much measures against people who try to outsmart the system by, going to
Hacking.
their desktop. Well, not just hacking, but also, pretty much the
Cheetah.
standard Alt F4. Don't stop.
like,
If they hit Alt Tab and they go to the task manager and they end the process of the game, they may think that that's it, they're fine, they can log out whatever the hell they want. Well, no, your character will still be in the game, and even though you've logged out, even though you shut down the process of the game, your character is still on our server. So while you're away, your character could get attacked, and the only way against that is either staying in a safe zone when you close the game down, being in an inn, or being in your home. Those are only 3 ways known so far.
it's basically just I like to think of it this way. When I was playing a game back when I was 14 or something, you'd get attacked by a player, and if you were losing, just Alt F4, and that'd be it. And I think that's kind of
Yeah.
a little bit of a preventive to cause that.
Yeah, it's definitely a security measure. Well, one of many security measures to come, pretty much. Because nothing's going to on release. There's obviously going to be flaws with the system that people are going to get around and such, but
Yeah.
we're going to try our best to prevent it, and that's just one of the many few steps.
Yeah.
No
Also,
matter what, there's going to be 101 reasons why I have to give a refund.
um, also on the housing, it's kind of like a perk to marriage, I guess you can say. Um, when you get married, you're going to be able to move in with your quote sweetheart unquote, and
Your waifu.
yeah, you're gonna be able to move in with them. Share all those things. It's kind of like a real life marriage. You move into the same house.
Except in the divorce, she doesn't get everything.
Yeah, she doesn't get it. She doesn't get everything.
It's half, unless you
It's
do a
not
prenup.
It's not half.
Everybody's respectable items that they bought out of their own currency will go back to them.
Yeah, and
It's the fun way that we should see it.
say if you had a house before and you got rid of it, it's gonna be discounted because I mean it sucked to buy like go on the top floor of a house, like top floor, and have to sell it for your love and you break up and like it's just you have to pay 2 million for it again because that would not be great.
Definitely not. Before we go any further, I feel we should address the issue of a lack of an update. I mean, we're just jumping out here with this, so lack of update. Everybody's working pretty hard. There has been a few minor bumps with me being sick and other people having personal stuff to do regarding school or whatever else. We are steadily working though. We are still working on this trailer. As fast as pace that we can possibly go. Dylan has been working on stuff and he's been pushing out a lot of things regarding
So many
let's see.
cows.
Well, that's a hint. So, yeah. So pretty much we are working, rest assured. We aren't turning our backs on people, and yeah,
Yep.
that's pretty much addressing that.
We'll extend on that. People,
Old MacDonald had a farm, and half of it's in my freaking hard drive.
a little extend on that update thing. We've people are saying, oh, if you don't make money, what are you gonna do? Like, what if you don't get your funding? We're gonna continue to work on it. If we do get the funding, then we can push it out faster than if we didn't have any
It
funding.
doesn't cost us money to make models
Yeah.
and such like that. It only costs
Yeah.
money to
Have our coders.
keep people that we've hired,
Yeah.
pretty much.
And
People
in
that
the
we've
event
hired,
that we
nobody's
can't,
going to work for free, that. So what we can do is create stuff for the game. We can create the objects in the game, the scenery and such like that. We can code it and other stuff, but we do need to hire people to help us out, especially like advanced coding and such. which is probably a cry for help from the community as well. Because we
Anyway.
do need people that know advanced coding, and anybody that can pretty much offer whatever else. Like if you can do stories for NPCs, if you can do voice acting, if you can do modeling, any kind of fun with that. We'd love to have you on board. Obviously, there is procedures that you have to take to join us, but if you are looking to join, just give us a message. We'll be happy to have you at least look over your application.
Yeah.
And don't get us wrong, we do need some funding because I can't work the corner many nights in a row anymore. It's taking too much time out of my schedule.
I can work the corner.
Yeah, but
most
you
nights.
enjoy it. That's the only part about that.
Yeah, you do.
So it's pretty much addressing that. So yeah, next question, or do
Yeah.
we?
Next question. I actually have
Yeah.
a slide for this one. Is about death. There's some of our concept art for
Death.
our death. It's a concept art made by our concept artist. Just the expression on his face.
Yola made the concept art. She's an amazing artist. Everybody bow to her.
Yeah, she's a really good artist, and we're really lucky to have her on board. It's just showing the
Meh.
expression on the face.
She's okay.
Dylan.
She's okay. Yeah, Dylan. Like seriously, if you took 700 years and you learned how to draw,
You still couldn't
she could
draw
still
like that.
draw something better than you with her toes.
Right.
Yeah, but I can beat her at Guitar Hero with my toes.
Anyway, so it's really just showing the expression on the person who's about to die. His health bar is down to 0, and he knows this is his last second to enjoy living in both worlds. So we're really going for that, expression. But
We're going for a dramatic effect with it, like it's a very good picture that you drew. I just love it. I just love the bar above the head there. It's pretty sweet. But the whole point that we want to get across as well is that every other MMO is going to be pretty much linear. I'm pretty sure there's players out there that played MMOs before. They've played World of Warcraft and stuff like that. And so when you die, it's like you respawn. And you might get a little penalty or something towards your armor or whatever. But in this, we want you to feel the impact. Not only you, but the players around you. Like, we want it to feel like everybody's losing manpower. Like, how are you going to beat these bosses? People are just dropping like flies and stuff like that. We want, say, guild members to feel grief. Even if you do have the person on your Skype and you can still talk to him, we want you to feel like his character is truly gone.
but
So, and if you want to get measures to bring him back, it's not going to be easy, but it's still acquirable. It will set that kind of, determination within a game instead of making it linear, like grinding in World of Warcraft.
we're back on resurrection and stuff. We are gonna have a lot of, not a lot. We're gonna have a few ways you can resurrect.
Oh, Panda, do you still have the Shattering Glass demo that you made for the death sequence?
I might. I'm not sure. I could probably upload that to YouTube.
Well, if you have it on
we're-
your hard drive,
We'll
we can
address
show that.
those. Yeah, well, no, we don't really want to. We don't really want to give stuff out. People have got to wait. You've got to wait and see.
Yeah.
So-
Wait.
Okay.
Yeah.
But,
Well, just
Know
chat
that
on
we do have a lot of things done. We do have a lot of things done for the trailer. And tonight I will be sitting up all night and doing models. So rest assured we will.
I'll
get
be
that
sitting
soon.
up all night doing something else.
Dylan.
What? I'm not doing modeling. I'm doing texturing. God, what did you think I meant?
Sure you were.
All right, lovely. So yes, that's one point of it. For the dev system, we are going for a revival style too as well. We've been tackling this issue for quite a bit. Obviously, it's going to be a tough one to tackle because in any other game you can respawn. And when you have a permanent death system on your game, you got to make sure that it's flawless, that it won't cause any problems. You got to make sure everybody is satisfied. We don't want people dropping out because they reached level 60 and they died. And that's it, game over. I truly, personally, I would want that to happen. No pain, no gain. No guts, no glory. But we have to have it so that people can revive. This just to appreciate factor of the game and also show people that you can